All right, so can confirm you guys are going to be good with this elevation. The reason mine didn't copy or allow me to save is because I had the old mask still in there. And so I couldn't create one that was overlapping in the same type. But you guys shouldn't have any problems being able to save this. So we're going to switch over to the east elevation here. And I'd just like to draw your attention to the quote unquote balcony that is not a balcony. We've been calling it a balcony because I think from here, it kind of looks like that, but the roof is just too low here. And actually what it is just the slat wall is kind of continued around here. And so we are going to keep going with that. And we're not going to make this a balcony. We can confirm that it's not a balcony here. There's actually a covered like slab of sorts, covered roof behind where I'm having my cursor. And the slats are outside the structure here and they keep wrapping around. And so if I go back to Revit, all that means is that this is going to continue around here, wrapping around the thing that we've been calling a balcony that is not a balcony. So let's do that. We cannot copy it over. Again, just because it's going to be difficult to adjust. Maybe I could show you that quickly. Actually, let's see. Maybe since we don't have, I was messing around with this and I ran into a problem, but we may not have that. So let's see if we can adjust this here. So I'm going to mirror this over. I'm going to delete elements. And what happened there is that our bottom boards didn't copy over. You can see that they're missing. So we would have to add those back. But let's just see if we can continue this. I'm going to copy this over here or move that over there just so it is flush with the edge of our roof. And then what I'm going to do for this area is we're going to go to 3D. I'm going to go to edit in place. All right, and I'm going to extend the solid mass over and then add more void forms in here. So we are going to find our solid mass by using the tab key. Let me switch this to hidden line because I think it's going to be clearer. There we go. We got our solid form. All right. Now I'm going to zoom in on these edges and I'm going to select the face of this and over here, and we're going to drag both sides back to be even with the edge of the thing we've been calling a balcony. So I'm going to zoom in here while it's selected, hover over the edge of that face and use tab until I get it. So like so. Okay, now I've selected the face here. I'm going to go to the back view in 3D, and then we're going to pull it over so that it's even and snaps to this location. So I'm going to grab the red axis here, pull that over, and now you can see it snaps to this location. All right. Make sure that all of this got pulled over. If you just selected the edge, this is going to be tapered and really thin. So just make sure that you didn't do that. We're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to hover over the edge of this face, use tab. And now we've got the face here. I'm going to orbit around and go to the front in the 3D view. We're going to pull it to the same spot here. This won't be even easier because we have the other side of our mass already pulled to that location. So we can pull it like this. And it's going to snap right to there, right even with that. All right, and then we pulled that whole face over and it's even with this right here. Okay, so that's going to be our solid mass. We do need to pull back the void form here. So it's covering the whole thing. So we're going to select the face of the big void form that's giving us a roof angle, roof shape, gable shape. And we're going to select the red axis for that and pull that over. All right, now I'm just going to finish mass. And now we have that roof shape. And we just have to add more void forms here to make the rest of the slats. So let's do that. I'm going to select this. We'll hit edit in place. We're going to go to the second floor. And I'm going to hover over this void form here. And let's actually just drag from right to left and then use the shift key. And I'm just going to get rid of all of those and that down there. And so now I just have these 7 selected. And I'm going to copy that over. And we're going to use the distance that we had here, the 1.5 plus this. So we're just going to select it in the corner as we've done before and move it over to the face of the blue on the end. All right, so now we copied the 7. We're going to keep going. I'll do one more. All right, and we have a few extra here, so I'm just going to, this one highlighted in orange. It's highlighted because we're not cutting through anything. So I'm gonna select that and just delete it. All right, so now I have all these boards here. Same thing on the other side, though I suppose we could just copy them down. Let's just do it the other way. Keep it simple. So to just select these bottom 7 again. Now we should only have 7 entities right here. And then we're going to go and hit the copy tool and do the same process. All right, and now we'll delete that extra void form. Like so. And let's finish mass. And we'll go to 3D. Now you can see we have all of those. So that is that, and then we just have to add those bottom boards back. So we'll do that. And if you remember from the last time, I'm going to edit in place. Going to find that solid form by using the tab key over the edge. All right, now we have that solid form selected. Now I'm going to select just the bottom face by using the tab key. All right, now we're going to create form, solid form. It's too big right now, so we're going to change the 8 feet that this is at the moment and change that to 1.5 inches. Just like that. So now we have that solid board. We're going to do the same thing on the 3 other sides. So we're going to hover over the edge here, use the tab key like so. Now we're going to keep using the tab key. Now we have that bottom face selected. We're going to create form. Change that from 20 to 1.5. All right, and then we're going to do the last one. So selecting that bottom part, create form, change that from 8 to 1.5 inches. All right, now I'm just going to go through and select those bottom boards and then change the material over in our properties to softwood lumber. Okay, we use the tab key, make sure you're selecting the whole entire thing. We'll move this around. Again, tab key, select the whole form that we just created, softwood lumber. And then we're gonna finish the mass. So there's our east elevation. All right, and the one last thing that I'm noticing now, if you've done the structure yet, we're just going to have to pull this back to meet to be inside the slats. So I'm going to go to the side here. I'm going to go to wireframe, right? And let's see. Well, actually, I suppose that's not going to be an issue. Oh yeah, so it does stick out like that. But that is going to be fine. Yeah. All right. So that is the slat louvers, and let's just see what happened here. Now we have the slats in here. You can see the shadows are a little bit different, and it's a little bit more shaded. And not seeing as much here because of the low light. But I'm thinking that that looks pretty good. So yeah, let me know if you have questions about either of these. But hopefully you're able to work through all of this.